Welcome. In this video I will show you how you can use the vpin-studio pause menu, how you configure it, and how you can use it also to manage your tables. To configure the pause menu, the first thing you have to do is you visit the preferences, open the controller setup, and here you configure the controller inputs. You need to configure the navigation keys the same way you use them in Pineapple Popper or the other friend that you are using. And of course also the start key to select entries inside the pause menu, which is the same button you use to launch a table. In addition, of course, you need to bind a key that actually shows the pause menu. Here in my development setup, I used a function key for that. Once you've finished the controller setup, you head over to the pause menu settings. And here you find a bunch of options to configure several aspects of the pause menu. I will guide you quickly through them. The most obvious is, of course, the monitor you want to display the pause menu and the rotation. Let's skip the other options for now. I hope they are more or less self-explanatory. And just head over to the view settings. And as you can see here, the pause menu comes with the tester, so you can immediately check how the menu would look like for you. Here I've configured monitor 2 with a rotation of 0, so for desktop you should be fine. And I press a test button for the table diner. And as you can see, the pause menu renders. Now, as you can see, I have adjusted a few view settings, which is usually not required, not all of them at least. You usually should be fine by enabling the auto adjust scaling. And since I assume most of you will use the cabinet mode, of course you will have to rotate the menu. And let's reset the margin here. Let's test it again. So as you can see, this would be the regular layout you will see on your cabinet, where you can then use the navigation keys to visit the different menu options. If you go down below, you find some more UI options to adjust the position of the menu, the visible item count. This is especially interesting when you use the apron mode here, which does not render any navigation items. I can quickly show you. Hold on. So this is a special case when you really want to use the pause menu on your apron screen. So taking a look at the remaining settings, the screenshot generation is actually only interesting for you when you compete with World of visual-pinball competitions, where screenshots are required to submit scores. So you have score submitter in the pause menu and can then submit score. There's a separate YouTube video about that, so I won't go into the details of that. And here at the bottom, you see the actual items you will see for the pause menu. We have iSquad, we have the vpin scores, info cards. So if you have enabled these two checkboxes, all assets for these screens you have configured in the asset manager will be shown as menu items. So if you have multiple info cards, all of them will be rendered. And tutorial videos. You have here several options to render the video as a tutorial video as a menu item or as a full screen. Let's take a look at that. So we select a table which has a tutorial video. I know that Atlantis has one. So here we go. I've increased the duration for 10 seconds so that we actually see something. And if you press the test button now, you saw the beautiful tutorial videos from Kongadam, and this is launching in full screen. Since I have configured it here in my settings, you can also switch to a menu item, which then looks like this. You have several separate menu items, and the video is rendered here. So finally, we come to the latest feature, which is the to-do list, and the to-do list helps you to actually maintain your table. We all know the situation. You play a game and you realize, I've configured something wrong. I've not downloaded the pub pack, or the DMD position is off, and then you exit the table and start configuring it, and then you forget half of the stuff. So with the to-do list, you have a list of 16 action items you can enable and disable while playing. So let's start it again. First, I disable the tutorial videos, then I head again to the table tester and a pause menu tester. And if you head over to the to-do list, you can jump here with the key navigation again, and yeah, enable action tasks for the table, and then you can use the vpin-studio search, and here you enter the name of the tag you have added. Here it was wrong backglass, for example, I've selected, and as you can see, the tables that have this action, this pause menu action item or tag, will be filtered, and you can fix the table. Note that because you have placed the table, you might have to press reload so that the client detects the changes of the table, and yeah, so that it's actually refreshed with the latest tags that have been applied while playing. I hope you like this feature, and if you have any comments, feel free to drop them on my Discord or on this video, and yeah, see you next time.